Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist one too, and all in between. This is for the absolute positive, good God and truth of you, only crossing bigger and better. As I've stated in my last videos, right, if you know, right, to cross all you are of negativity, only back one more positive, right, from the inside out, until you feel good at 360 degrees as truth. And the truth of that is you will be absolutely bigger and better than all negativity, right? By the physics and laws of all known matter, right? What do you need faith for? Well, I'll answer that question. You don't. And all faith is negatively deficient, right? It's only negatively deficient of crossing all its followers, only one more positive, right? To be good as truth, right? The absolute bigger and better of all negativity. It's what Adam should have done for Eve. It's the example in life of Jesus Christ, one who never dies negative to one nothing, or for the sins of mankind, one who only, right, by example, crossed all negativity back one more positive when he felt all, right, to be good as the truth of his life, right? The absolute bigger and better of all negativity. That doesn't lay down and die negative to one neutral nothing anywhere in reality check. And as stated by the thief at the crucifixion, right, you have to absolutely, positively steal your life back, right, from all faithful left-handed negativity that is the good God and truth of absolutely nothing, the bigger and better of one neutral nothing. As stated as stated with the mythology of Pista Sophia, right? She was an atom that crisscrossed negatively deficient with polarity, and the positive energy of it went negative, and she split, right? And through this perverse polarity, right, all creation of existence was created and mutated through the neutrons of her to the reality check of Adam and Eve. Now, Adam, right, if he would have crossed Eve back one more positive to be good as truth, right, bigger and better than all negativity, by example, that's all of mankind would ever be, the absolute bigger and better than all negativity that kills all with decay and disintegration, one negative matter after another, a Eve shaft on all existence. And the reason why I said it like that is she is Eve and she is the shaft. You hear me? Not because she was a woman, but because she crisscrossed female negative with the negative energy of her. I didn't know how to cross back one more positive to be good as truth, because Adam come from a unevolved existence, right, that only expressed the good and bad through the she-eva of him, right? And what happened is because this unevolved existence is unable to produce back what's bad good, because all things bad are the good truth of nothing, that's what we've ended up always crisscrossing to, no matter how positive and good we are. Because listen, no matter how positive and good your faith is as truth, if it crisscrosses you negatively blindly, because none teach you to cross back one more positive, to only stay connected good as truth, right, bigger and better than all negativity, well, it's always killing you, even when it's positive to you in reality, because it never states that way indefinitely. Now, here's the solution. Only cross all you are back one more positive to be good as truth, the absolute bigger and better than all negativity, when you feel all of all. And I've explained to our governments and I've explained to our leadership that it is the lack of this, and solely this in all things, right, that causes us to decay, disintegrate, and die. And every time you produce a negative matter without crossing it more positive to be good as truth, right, you incarnate the devil of you through that energy. You know, it's negative of the good truth of you. That's the devil of you, right? And that energy causes these neutrons inside of you and outside of you to become slightly radioactive with the negativity, because you're producing a negative matter to the reality of the negative matter of you, right? And all things negative as far as matter goes, right, only subtracts themselves to one neutral nothing, just negative of the here and now of them. And as stated by Hinduism, Hinduism is the first known faith of religion in the world. And Shiva is the godhead of the triple godhead, the negatively deficient godhead of all they are. And like I said, they are faith-based. So anything that they ever taught you that was positive, right, was never good as truth, because it never brought you to an absolute bigger and better than all negativity. As the good God and truth of the thieving Holy Spirit, God, King, Adam, man, first evolved the triple male of all I am. See, God is the positive, good God and truth of all I am, right? Jesus, right, is the positive, good God and truth by example of all I am. The thief is the energy of the Holy Spirit, right? Of the positive, good truth of God of all I am. The triple male of all I am. The King, the thieving God, King of all, God, truth, reality check I am. And I'm going to explain to you how this is going to work. Until this world's a better place, and I'm calling out one guy in particular on this, because he thinks by avoiding me on his clip trays, right, that I can't, like, put information out on him. But he doesn't even know it. He's surrounded in Columbus by me at all angles. This dude's a fool, okay? But this is to the governor of Ohio, man. Look, this guy, I done told him, put more guns in schools, right? And not having body cams on these officers, right? And allowing them to run around with live ammo shooting us to no end is not going to work. You hear me? They are not only hunting down black people, they're hunting down anything that's suspicious in front of them like prey. You hear me? And I'm going to tell you something. Check me out. It's not this law enforcement only. It's the law enforcement around the country. Why do you have to have live ammo? And even if you feel you do have to have live ammo, why can't it be like one of every 3 shots? At least you'll have to have some explaining to do if you get to that live bullet. You hear me? If the world was the way it should be, we would all have homes. Our leadership, right, would be like a good parent. See, I'm a father. I got children in this world. If I don't make sure they're taken care of and sustained, right, have a good home, food to eat, nutrients, a good education, right, well, I'm neglecting my children. Well, every time these people say they're the absolute bigger and better you, and they can hunt you down at any time and put 60 bullets in you, right? Regardless of what you do, you hear me? Or they lock you up like animals, right? With their animalistic minds, right? Antichrist-like, you hear me? How's that the bigger and better society? How's that the good God and truth of you and your children only crossing bigger and better? Now that's the blind slavery every fool that ever existed for the man. Listen to me, I want to explain something to you. Everything's energy, you hear me? And they prey off of it, you hear me? Listen, if I know that you are doing something foolish, and regardless of what that law is, you hear me? Regardless of whatever law you're breaking, but I could come to you and I can say, hey man, you know, you might want to stop that, right? You hear me? That's not going to be the bigger and better you, because at the ass end of it, right, it could get you killed or hurt very bad, right? Maybe you want to go home and think about that. You feel me? And let's say a fool didn't make it, right? But let me explain something to you. Not from the smallest to the biggest of us, has any of us ever died of being one more positive than any negativity? That's the good God and truth of anybody and everybody, only getting bigger and better. Now, to state that something is dying, right, because of this or because of that, well, that's a lie on every atom, right, to the reality of the creation of existence of all things. Listen, negativity is the state that all embodied matter of shape, form, and mass, right, is stated with decay and disintegration. Only one way, to one negative nothing, neutral nothing, a positive and good as truth. Now, the absolute bigger and better of all negativity is this. If you're crossing one more positive, right, whenever you feel all negativity, if it don't make you go splat, you are good as truth. And you will be the absolute bigger and better of that negativity. Right? So we say this person killed this person's a victim, this person's a crook, right? But we ain't saying none of that to them. You hear me? We want to send them to therapy and send them to prison, send them to jail, and create warriors out of some of them. And then we want to mix them up. You hear me? That's what our leadership does. They want to mix them up. Let's go let everybody play with your kids. You hear me? This is what we got going on here. Right here in Ohio, man. You hear me? These people are insane. And it's not just Ohio, it's everywhere. Now, if the United States is the greatest country on earth, well, what does that say about the whole damn place? Now you know why I tell you I'm the thieving God, king of all, God, truth reality check. Because as long as I can dodge enough bullets, right, and as long as I can stay the fuck up out the way long enough, I believe I can bring this place back. You know how I'm going to do it? I'm going to take this unevolved existence, right? I was telling you about the good and bad of it. And I'm going to rightfully, truthfully, right, turn it clockwise. And now I got the negative on the bottom and the positive on the top, right? The above and below, okay? And I'm going to do absolutely, positively, bigger and better than any negativity, right? Anywhere in that spectrum. And while I'm doing it, since I'm making a cross, and it's a big plus sign, I'm going to add up the bigger and better of all creation of existence of mankind for it. Because in reality check, if you're only crossing one more positive, right, good as truth, when you feel any all negativity, only adding up bigger and better than all, right, you're good anywhere in that spectrum of reality check. But I'll tell you what, if you're not, everywhere you're at, you're negatively deficient. And you're looking to crisscross to one neutral nothing. Not because I say so, but because all reality of existence of mankind says so. All creation of the physics of all matter says so. You hear me? Now look, I want to show you something. Every atom in existence, right, that's more positive than negative, that ain't splitting, dividing, and mutating all creation, right, is only one more positive and line it out, good as truth, bigger and better than all negativity that can destroy it, right? And it is a circuit of energy, okay? And whenever these atoms bond, they only bond one more positive to be good as truth, Christ-like, bigger and better than all negativity, with the thieving Holy Spirit, God, King, Adam, man, triple male, of all I am, okay? Now, wherever they bond two or more Christ-like, they make the good God and truth of every shape, form, and mass expressed, not to exclude every dimension of time and space you can think of, and every shape, form, and mass of God you can think of. The good God and truth of the Adam man, triple male, of all I am. Now, if that's a fact check, right, and all these atoms are indestructible circuits, right, of energy bonding, right, as long as you keep things more positive than negative to be good as true, that's the bigger and better of it. Well, this fucking world's leadership, right, better check themselves, and they better start right here in Columbus, Ohio, with the information I gave them to do it. And they better do it, you hear me, fast and quick, because them fools are surrounded. And that's a fact check. That's God. That's truth. That's a reality check.